Between the 27th of April 1994 and the 3rd of February 1997, South Africa was governed under the terms of the interim Constitution of South Africa. Clause 88 of the interim constitution required that any party holding 20 or more seats in the National Assembly could claim one or more cabinet portfolios and enter the government. This arrangement was known as the Provision for a Government of National Unity. In the election of the 27th of April 1994, the African National Congress obtained the majority of seats in the National Assembly, and thus could form the government on its own. The two chief parties who made use of the provision for a new were the National Party and the Inkatha Freedom Party, both of which obtained cabinet portfolios for the leaders and other members of parliament. President Nelson Mandela also invited other parties to join the cabinet, even though they did not obtain the minimum 20 seats in the National Assembly. The aims of the new centered on correcting social and economic injustices left by the legacy of apartheid. The main aim, however, was that of creating a final constitution. The constitution was essentially a two-step process. During the CODESA talks, started in 1991, the NP and ANC agreed to create an interim constitution, which would be the basis for a final constitution. The final constitution was to be drawn up by the two chambers of parliament, the Senate and National Assembly. However, it was important to the NU that the opinions of ordinary South Africans be included into the constitution. From 1994 to 1996, the NU organized large media campaigns. This was not easy, considering that they needed to reach 40 million people, most of whom were illiterate or didn't have television. Slogans such as, "You've made your mark, now have your say," were used to gain public attention for the cause. Over 1.7 million written submissions were collected over the 2 years. These included opinions on matters ranging from the death penalty to abortion. On the 8th of May 1996, the final constitution was adopted by the National Assembly, and 1 day later, Second Deputy President of the Republic W. de Klerk announced the withdrawal of his National Party from the NU, with effect from the 30th of June. The requirement for the NU lapsed at the end of the first parliament in 1999. Even so, the Inkatha Freedom Party and the Azanian People's Organization continued to hold seats in the government as minority partners until the elections of 2004. Members of the Government of National Unity, Joe Slovo ANC, Sankey Mtembin Kondo, Dula Omar ANC, Tito Mboweni ANC, Derek Hanekom ANC, Pikbota NP, Stella Sigcawu ANC, Zola Square ANC, Jeff Radebe ANC, Sydney Mufamadi ANC, Steve Schwett ANC, Jane Adu ANC, Cabinet.